checking. Alright. Damn controllers acting up because of signal interference. Alright, hello everyone, this is Hammer of the Super Paladin Brothers. Back with another episode of Star Trek Online. Last episode we began the Iconian War. Now we are continuing our fight against the Iconians and their allies. We lost Kalis. Acting up. Hope this is not going to be doing this throughout the stream. Alright. Let's continue the fight by going to Drozana Station. We gotta meet up with a Ferengi trader.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for action. Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Welcome to...
Walk over to this panel.
May I help you? Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of... Maybe... let's see. It was something... Krenim, I think? I'm sorry, but my Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket. You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other...
That's all she needs. Sorry, Quen, but we get
Not
the
so
artifact.
fast. The gentleman with the rather...
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what? Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it!
Uh-oh.
I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal...
Invoke his father, the Grand Nagus.
Here's my best offer. No? Fine. The device is Krenim in origin. The Vadlar, that I picked it up from the Talaxi as a show of... Do I look...
Now get lost.
Don't let the staff of Office and these good looks fool you. Interesting. I know Quinn left without taking down his security, but I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the power flow is disrupted, the controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Okay.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This. I'll take the device back.
I hate temporal mechanics.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device. On Voyager's preliminary could be. Keep an eye out for Vadlar. They're still patrolling this area.
Naturally,
If I
they
had to
are.
place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vadlar on an intercept course. Wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vadlar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vadlar went out of their way to target more Vadlar.
It was their work in temporal mechanics. That's why.
Harold!
Heralds.
They must be looking for that Vadlar patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way. Heralds inbound.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
The Vadlar must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation.
I'm gonna finish this story arc today.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If
Kind of overworked my knee today because I had to help my mom search for her debit card and had to get on the floor, but forgot I had it. So it was in my pocket, and I forgot about it yesterday.
this doesn't make exactly. These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux.
What's this mail? Oh. Someone trying to get in on a fleet.
I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies
So I don't
have
know how
shape,
long I'll be
like
streaming
a warp
today.
field, but not quite the same.
Depending how long this finishing this story arc takes me.
The only other place I've seen... There! Behind those rocks!
Okay. Now we gotta prepare for Iconian attack. Herald attack.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment! This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea.
Work quickly, Nog.
Here they come!
Uh-oh.
More reinforcements!
Oh boy. Oh god, a defiler. I hate these things.
I'm working as quickly as I can. Watch out! There's more of them!
Of course, there's more of them.
I need more time to align these frequencies!
Oh, shut up, Nog.
Almost connection, and that should...
Nog, where did you go? Oh, great, you abandoned us. Alright, gotta make our way to a better defensive position. Not sure this is gonna be much better. What happened?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. No one's shooting.
I've had some time to observe you, and you have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by more of our emitters.
They can't see us.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket.
That should do it.
Your fight over...
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
The temporal compensator.
You should realign the matrix. Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
You've shown your... We have... The repairs should be enough.
I'll let this play out.
I beg mercy, Great One.
It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. Their struggles are meaningless. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear. We should rend their worlds asunder. Spill them with blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike. I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
That was interesting.
They couldn't see us? There were...
The only protection left to my people is our ability. My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation. The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaurs assault... There's more here than what you've seen.
Okay.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe.
Okay. Found the Iconians. I mean, Krenim, sorry. Ugh.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed. Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to come. The war.
Okay, we need to get to the Kiana system and the Delta Quadrant. Okay.
You are cleared for docking.
Greetings.
We're going to be launching a full-scale attack against the Dyson sphere.
And here, we have the development area.
Welcome to our in some, but think of
Captain Cog.
Take the direct approach.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against...
Gotta talk to Cray.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. The Federation has some serious concern indeed. I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the temporal...
The war is not going as well
Skip
as
this
we might
one.
wish.
We're gonna launch our attack. Okay.
You are the last ship to arrive. Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Am I go-
Alright, let's go.
This is Pilot X from the USS Keller. We are losing work and are in need of immediate assistance.
Engines and weapons are down! Requesting immediate assistance!
To any available ships. This is Commander Novaron of the RRW AIMHIG. We require immediate assistance.
I'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Flag. Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Damn it! Sword gateway. Calling my hurt buddies. Damn it, again!
Great. Acknowledge.
Away teams. Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
No kidding.
Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead. I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Oh, one of the Iconians. Tara.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what interest?
Herald, reinforcements! We need to disable the other junction, sir. There is another power junction ahead. Disabling the power junction.
It's working. She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction.
Okay.
Ahead. Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her. I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center. Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
I see what you are trying to do. But your efforts are meaningless.
A harbinger! Prepare yourself!
Use the probe to take care of it.
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
Okay. Command center.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Always that.
Reinforcements on their way.
Alrighty, come on.
Reinforcements. Watch your back.
Okay. A lot easier when you have the advanced technology. Makes your life so much simpler. Oops.
You made it back. I hate to say.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
Yeah, we lost a lot of ships. That mission didn't take very long. Okay, what the hell? What the hell? I don't know what the hell just happened there. I don't know what the hell happened there.
I don't think we have... I want to...
Despite the... Indeed. Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior.
Man.
I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now
want the
that
Delta Alliance
war
beacon.
continues, and all...
I'll be right back. I gotta use the cam before I start the next mission.
The research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. The war can...
Alright, hang on. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna need the eye mod for this next mission. Alright, begin butterfly. Hold on. Alright.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility. Captain Nog might be able to...
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype. That was the first simulation we tried. Without the Iconians, the first development of warp technology by other cultures in the Alpha Quadrant. Let me put it this way. In one version, the Day Ones eventually rise to power and conquer most of the Beta Quadrant. They are forced back by the Vulcan. I'm not done yet. The Herc never developed warp technology at all, so they never invade Kronos and unite the Klingons as a warrior culture. When the Vulcan Star Empire finds the Klingons in the 22nd century, they were... I wish I was seeing you. We've tried a different number of... Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200... Exactly! The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My team...
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful. And not the number of stars we will have to remove, it's the best once we run.
Yeah, this is no better.
Captain, you're alive. Sir, I'm not. The Dominions.
Sir.
I never expected...
Incoming hail!
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not...
Well, that was a bad idea. Okay, well, so much for that idea.
Sorry, we were from what we agreed.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can... None of us. The simulation...
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames... It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. Don't mind Noy. It is a pleasure... My name... It is a pleasure to meet you.
This is an app. No, eventually.
We've always tried to be the Malon.
Are you here to preach? We don't need...
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous weight. Diplomatic... The Ben...
Yes, what is your question? Good luck with... What do you want? Fine.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted
Ambassador's log. Stardate.
Okay, that is not helpful.
Damn. This and...
You must...
Hello. True. The program is set for Romulan space.
Okay.
Subcap...
Always has to do it whenever I'm in the middle of a critical part of the mission.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't... Detan has been in... Thank you for playing along, Sub... If I was, I know.
Secret to Mare.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer.
Okay, that looks promising.
That is the most... The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg. The data... The political...
But it's really up to Commander Jarok.
This is
the sim. Make the.
Give me a follow here on Twitch. Also, let me post the YouTube channel that this will be up on, the Super Paladin Brothers. This will be up on the Super Paladin Brothers sometime in the next day or so. Check it out and subscribe. Let's get this.
No. We expected to see.
I agree that this is...
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
According to these Borg ships,
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal floating technology from us?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, we gotta board and get the temporal data.
We need more I've modified... more data to plot a possible solution.
This is why I needed my
The controls
eye
ahead of
mod.
us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg.
We're only an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. We're already on the third mission. Well, of this next to last mission of this story arc.
I can't believe we were so wrong.
That's the thing about temporal mechanics. Temporal paradoxes create unintended side effects.
Cover me.
Unexpected
I'll override
problems.
the door controls. Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Resistance is
Oh,
futile.
God.
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg! When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
Well, you guessed wrong.
You will be assimilated.
It does it.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
Yes, it has.
Hakiv?
Hakiv.
It looks like...
My ship or my control?
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
The problem with my controller
Borg on the way.
is that there's signal interference from construction.
Borg decloaking.
That's the problem. I have no control over construction. This construction's been going on for almost a year now.
Resist this.
I can't do anything about the signal interference.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
The Borg may never be able to reach home.
It is a great risk.
Borg have a great deal of influence in the timeline. There is no time to run simulations.
We have a choice?
Do not.
Targeting the transwarp network.
Firing the weapon! Now!
Kind of a random guess. As far as the issue of the controller, there's just nothing I can do. It's just signal interference.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs. Very odd. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct it.
Naturally.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what... It has been good to have you here.
Didn't want you to sit down.
We've put so much hope into using the...
Oh, I need to change weapons.
I have a...
Noi doesn't like us very much.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Krenim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team, the
Congratulations,
war continues, and all of our warriors are...
Alright. Begin midnight.
Today, the Iconians are massing. The war continues.
This is gonna be one motherload of battle.
You are cleared for docking.
Alright.
The High Command...
Glad...
All...
Captain Kargan.
We have defeated one Iconian, but
we presumably...
We cannot sustain the...
Alright, let's get ready to battle for the present and the past.
The Iconians have picked our next battlefield, and it is the Sol system.
Alright, heading back to Sector 001.
Good luck.
I'll do the first contact mission after I the daily mission after I finish this mission. I haven't decided what story arc I'm gonna work on next.
I've gotten word.
Enterprise here.
This is the USS Hood. Our attack is taking heavy losses. RRW Director responding to your call for assistance.
Bring in my hurt buddies. Come on, move! Lost the Cleveland. Working on it.
Shipyards are losing integrity. We need someone on damage control, or we may lose them before the ships in dock can mobilize.
Akagi here. We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the fighting 99th Attack Wing into battle now.
Alright, here we go.
Life support and transporters are offline.
Jesus. Oh, the Dominion.
I told you I'd be
Sela.
back. And this time, I brought friends.
We brought together forces from every continent in the galaxy. Yet no one can trust them.
Yeah, we'll hail her in a second as soon as we get out of Red Alert.
I hope you're...
The Herald, our situation.
I am arriving with the time ship. We must protect it until the portal is stable. The Iconians off of us. Temporal coordinates have been identified. Creating a bridge across space-time.
Bring in my Herc buddies again.
Just a little bit longer.
Dang it.
That's it. The portal is active and stable. Enter it now.
I will in a second. Now what?
Energizing temporal emitters. The time portal is open and stable.
Let's skip this part. Going to Iconia in the past. Right before it's attacked.
Perfect.
Greetings of the whole to you, strangers, and your techno...
Remember why we are here. Every Iconian must die in the bombardment, and their... I recommend we begin by...
Yeah, Sela, we know what your feelings are.
You've seen the ruins of a once mighty empire. This is Iconia at the height of its power.
I apologize for the...
Thank you, wonderful. Since you are explorers like Cogman, I suggest you speak to Lemiran. She is the...
Greetings, travelers.
The changes we see in the Iconians are too great
Kargan.
to be simple evolution. The Iconians shape themselves and the Heralds into weapons. Genetic engineering that is both efficient and terrible.
You made it. Something must have gone wrong as we entered the portal that disrupted synchronization. I arrived 2 weeks ago. I remain... The Iconians of this time are nothing like the ones we...
Cogran is either a fool or he's beat.
Someone's calling for help.
You're both a
An
problem.
injured herald. This could be a chance to learn about their physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
Hello.
Can you thank you? Do you certainly. However, I do not detect any engine. Oh.
We'll see who the lesser race is.
I have spent days among these people. They are very proud and very strong.
Thank you, Traveler.
The Iconian...
I am...
Death... I don't understand why you're bothering to help these people. We need to find the gateway controls, sabotage...
Sela, your blindness to the realities of a situation is...
Clearly the Iconians
never
have a
cease to
highly
amaze
developed
me.
sense of the aesthetic.
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to a park.
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
I see you are in. I am not.
It is just as I surmised. The Iconians are...
Not so fast.
We will gladly give you the medicines you require.
The medicine will help with this plague. But what about the next one?
I am sorry, but we... Yes.
We haven't made much headway trying to reverse engineer the gateways. But just imagine what we...
Oh, I have. You can move an army in the blink of an eye. Think.
Nothing.
If I were the Iconians, I too...
This doesn't prove anything. So the Iconians had their reasons for withholding...
Sorry if I'm skipping a lot of the dialogue.
Tell your ships to drop...
Excuse me, but I require assistance. Curious,
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
Welcome, traveler.
Alright.
The attack is... You have walked the same streets as I, spoken to the same people.
It doesn't... And that changes nothing. We know what will happen. In our time, they are poised to destroy, or it's a bit...
Alright, let's go retrieve the World Heart.
Heart contains all of our knowledge and all our genetic data. With it, we can rebuild. We have a refuge built for those who serve us. We shall go there.
We should be able to access the gateway network from here. We could disable all of the gateways at once.
We offered Lemirin our aid. There is no honor in striking down an ally from the Hive.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
We need to transfer the World
Those two
Heart
arguing
to a
over
transportable format.
the morality of
I
this
need your
situation.
help to initiate the download from that console. The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the invaders find us.
Here they come again.
Now we need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core. I need you at the other console.
Oh, come on.
More invaders. They must not take the world heart. We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance. More aliens are coming. Protect me.
Sorry if I'm not very talkative. Just don't really have much to say today.
Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the world heart. I fear blessing. Tiket is a fearsome warrior. It has kept our people safe for countless millennia, until today.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia. Your words.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful
We will never forget this tragic day.
Out, you dang it, you idiot, you disabled my weapon.
Thank you. You have shown
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Bloodshed affects everyone differently. My people became warriors when an alien species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will become conquerors.
History is written by the victors.
Now I see your plan. We've won their confidence.
gathered them together.
Dang it.
The gateway is damaged.
Ah, dang it. They're just like not letting me move.
The gateway open sequence.
Dang it.
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
They may already
right
be
here. Let's get past this part. Celia now feels guilty because she was responsible.
I know what you were going to say, but I did what I had to do for my people. I should have acted sooner. That camp... Taket! What have I done?
The Iconians have fled to Day.
We're initiating a tachyon burst to reopen the portal that brought us here. That should bring us back to the exact moment we left the present time.
The Heralds are firing on the portal!
I'll let this play out.
The portal is destabilizing! Hurry!
We kind of got these last 4 missions done quickly.
Captain Cogran to Alliance Fleet. Stand down. I repeat, stand down. You have the world heart and the means to end this.
Do you wish to surrender? A wise decision. How did you acquire that? That is not possible. But yet, if what you say is true, then that core contains all of the lost knowledge of our people. So much that we thought it was lost.
This is how you end the war.
I have never had a chance to examine you closely, but now that you stand before me, I remember. Hate blinded us. Fear of the unknown crippled us. Pain called out for blood in ever greater measures. The events of that day set us on
force became our sole purpose. We transformed ourselves. I did, and it saved us. But we believed the other lost to us. And indeed, I am humbled in the face of
Cat will never accept the end of the war. And losing an arm.
She will not listen. Ticket has always been very stubborn. In a few thousand years, perhaps, her attitudes will change. Until then, be wary. Ticket is a formidable opponent, and I will not take up arms against her, even in defense of the other. But with those of us who remain, you shall have peace. We ask only for our home world. Leave Iconia and our servants undisturbed. I understand.
Well, we made peace. Ended the war. Save the Federation and the Alpha Quadrant.
Your compassion has accomplished more in one act than we could have with all the phasers in the fleet. Honor and selflessness have been almost forgotten over the past few years. That needs to change. It's time to act like Starfleet officers again. We have a lot to do to heal the wounds the war has left on us all. But we've survived the Borg and the Dominion. We can survive this.
There's a lot of work to be done now. We need to rebuild, recover, try to learn how to live in...
I thought this was it. The last day. And I was ready, but I'm glad my daughter didn't have to die in defense of the Federation. That I get to go home after this. We all do.
Yes, we do.
I don't know what to say. I thought I was protecting our future. But instead, all this... I've made a lot of difficult choices in my life. And I didn't always consider the consequences of my actions.
No, you never did.
We have much to do, but first, we will celebrate. Let the blood wine flow now that the bloodletting has ceased.
Well, that's the end of this story arc.
The war is over. Although we could not turn back the clock and restore the lives that were lost and the planets that were ravaged, we have ended the conflict.
Okay, let's return to my ship. I only gone 2 hours for the story arc. Rest of the story arc. Ugh, I haven't decided what story arc I'll work on next. Okay, I've been debating between either Ja'ula's Discovery or Gamma Quadrant. Well, I'll decide that for tomorrow. But for rest of today's stream, I'll just do some random TFOs. Tomorrow we'll start another story arc. We're getting this LP done. As I said, I'm doing the hard ones before I do the easy ones. Actually, I think the next one I will do will be... I'll think about it and I'll decide tomorrow. In the meantime, let's just switch characters to do the random TFOs. We'll do about 50 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour worth of TFOs. For the rest of the stream, so, let's use this character. By join Trill. Looks like this fleet's working on dilithium. Working on a starbase mostly. But we're gonna do the first contact event. Yeah. Let's move you back to Earth. Let's get the first contact event before we start anything else. Hold on, let's check the assets. I need more marks before I start the reputation. It's gonna take, I need to get at least over 1,000. Each. So I'm gonna need to work on this character. I hate mines. Yeah, we're just gonna do random TFOs for the rest of the stream. About 30 minutes to an hour. I'll decide what story arc I'll work on next. I know I gotta do Delta Quadrant for this character in Iconian War. I already did Klingon Civil War. Assuming it loads so I can get the damn join the TFO. I hate it when it takes for just to load. and you miss your TFO. Come on, load. Bet you I missed the deadline because it took too long. Yes, I did. See? All because it took too long to load. Come on. People keep canceling. If it keeps canceling, then I'll just do the patrol.
Welcome to the first contact.
Also, I'm gonna do a little. Really? You're banned. I hate these damn ban invaders. Also, I'm going to do a few things with the low buy store since it's 20% off.
You found a stabilizer part. Take it back to your workstation. You found a hull part. Take it back to your workstation. Forest fires have been reported in the area. Responders arriving soon. Be careful. This engine part wasn't useful. Keep searching. You found an engine part. Take it back to your workstation.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go buy a better hull part. Most likely, this once it goes up on the YouTube channel, it'll be copyrighted because the song "Magic Carpet Ride" will be copyrighted. Ooh,
you found
excellent.
a hull part. Take it back to your workstation.
See if I can find a better stabilizer.
This stabilizer part wasn't useful. Keep searching. This stabilizer part wasn't useful. Keep searching. You
Oh,
found
that's
a
better.
stabilizer part. Take it back to your workstation.
I don't think I'm gonna be looking for any more parts. I don't think I need to. Well, I think I can go look for maybe another engine part. Sort of pass the time for the next 2 minutes.
This engine part wasn't useful. Keep searching. This engine part
Nah.
wasn't useful.
I'll
Keep
just go
searching.
wait. I'll just make adjustments. Ugh. It's been raining a lot where I live. It's been really crappy. Among other things. I'll probably work on this character more. And my
The collection.
Andrew character. Let's see if I can't win it. Win the model rocket race. You can get it at the Low-Buy store for 50 Low-Buy crystal. Let me withdraw all my Low-Buy crystal. I'll probably get that weapon for this character because they can use it. Get her going. Ooh, this one. This is a nice one. I love this. Love this one. Gravity Kills, one of my favorite. I don't usually get many of the hawking particles. I usually spend my time focused on the combat against the Zenkethi. I'll let them worry about getting the hawking particles. Oh, somebody left. I better go protect the future. Yeah, I think this is the character I'm going to use to get a few of those advanced stuff from the Low-Buy store. could use the help. The most. Or protected Jupiter. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm trying to focus on fighting the combat right now. Ooh, Jesus. effective. You remember that Riker used that during the against the Sona and the Briar Patch. The sooner it falls in the black hole, the sooner we can move on to the next one. Battleship won't go down easy. Oh, another 2 battleships. Torpedoes it take to destroy these things. Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize I was that close to the black hole. relentless with the black hole. The battleship, sorry. Yeah! Oh boy, another one.
Shoot down the heavy facility gamma. Attempt to mitigate.
Two more.
Is it Kathy? There's a Kathy friend on it. Right.
Oh boy, here they come. Whew, that was a toughie. We'll do one more TFO. Let's make sure I got plenty of item space for what I need to do.
Transporter technician to room 46.
So I'm gonna pick up a few items at the low-buy store now that I get rid of that console. It's just in the way. This stuff is in the way. This is in the way. These are in the way. Tribbles are in the way. I never understood why they brought... I just never understood what the use of the tribbles are. In this game. Okay. Alright, let's get the low buy. Let's get this stuff, so... Alright, let's get the low buy crystals, so... Alright. Which ship? Oh, I already know what ship I'm gonna use. I'm gonna get this one. Alright. Let's pick up a few things. No to spatial torpedoes. this one. I already gotten the. So many good choices. That's the thing. No, I don't want to try Cobalt Warhead. What the hell is that? I guess I'll try the, get that. And, I always get the diffusive Tetron torpedo. Whew, so many good choices. That's the problem. I'll get the Altman modified Kelvin torpedo launcher. Okay, ground weapons. Okay, what should I get? No, I don't need any melee. I got plenty of those. This is tempting. I'll think about that one. But it's not that. But this is the one I want. Portable phaser cannon. In my opinion, is the best weapon you could ever get in this game. My friend Cho Lee got it, and he says it's the best. So, if there's a weapon you should get from the Low-Buy store, it's that. It is the ultimate assault weapon. Mako pulse phaser rifle is tempting. No, I'm not gonna waste my time on the base pistol. No to the Borg exoskeletal frame. Then get the personal shield. Tempting. No, I don't want the Terran Empire sonic phaser high density beam weapon, so no, there's really nothing else here except maybe one more item. Oh, why not get this? That'll be it for that. Okay. Any costumes I want? tempting, but no. Mako's tempting, but I really don't want to. I don't want any vanity pets. I don't really care for these things. And there's nothing else here that I want. Alright, let's equip my weapons, so the ultimate cannon. I love it. I love that weapon. I just love it too much. Let's equip my new stuff. Alright, really nothing else we can equip right now. Let's put the rest of the Lobi crystals away till I get more after completing this year's event. Campaign. Alright, where's my Lobi crystals? I had like 500 left. Find it. Oh, there they are. Alright. Let's unpack my new ship. USS Versailles. Oh, why not? I'm gonna equip my new ship. Do one more TFO with it. I know I still need to complete this ship, but I want to use my new ship. I like this ship so much. Alright, let's have a little fun with it. Alright. Oh, I forgot to put my crew. Oh boy, do I want another? No. No, I wanna. Yeah, I want to fire at will. And put another engineer. Alright, let's get another TFO going with my new ship. As soon as it finishes loading. Why does it always take so long just to load? Alright. Get the ship set up the way I want it. Let's just wait for the... Now, what do you guys like? Do you like this ship? It's nice. I know I got more missions. I think I'm gonna use this character next for a next story arc tomorrow. Really? Anything I can do? At least I can buy from Fleet Provision stores, but I'm not gonna do that till they're like level 3. Why did I beam down here? This phase cannon is gonna be real badass. Oh, Andy's here. Oh, so is Samantha. Usually he's not online this late. One thing about this phaser cannon, watch this. You can use a really effective melee weapon. Can I upgrade you? Nope. Nope.
Security teams, report to docking bay 6.
Oh, I need to empty out some of this crap. I keep forgetting to do that sometimes.
Transporter technician to route 46.
Ooh, Hive Onslaught. Should be fun. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but probably starting around early afternoon. So give me a follow here on Twitch. Also check out the Super Paladin Brothers on YouTube. Here's the link again. Alright, let's take on the collective. This episode will be up in the next day or so.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Quick, fast, and efficient. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching. As I said, give me a follow here on Twitch. Check out Super Paladin Brothers. It'll be up there in a day or so. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream past few hours, so
you will have strength.
So I just want to say peace.